Hello, my fellow knitters, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling something every knitter, from beginner to pro, has to deal with. Mistakes. That moment of panic when you look down and see something isn't quite right. Don't worry, and definitely don't frog your whole project just yet. I am here to show you how to fix the most common knitting mistakes easily, and without any tears. First up, the dreaded drop stitch. You're knitting along, and suddenly, you see a lonely loop that's escaped its needle. It looks like a little ladder running down your work. No need to panic. Just grab a crochet hook. Insert the hook into the dropped stitch from front to back. Now, catch the lowest rung of the ladder with your hook and pull it through the loop. Keep doing this, working your way up the ladder, rung by rung, until you reach the top. Once you're back at your live stitches, simply place the loop back onto your left-hand needle, making sure it's not twisted. And just like that, crisis averted. Next, let's talk about accidental yarn overs. This happens when you bring the yarn over the needle when you shouldn't have. Create an extra stitch and a little hole. When you come to this extra stitch on the next row, you can simply drop it off the needle. That's it. Just let it fall. It will unravel down one row, and the slack will be absorbed into the stitches on either side. It might look a little loose for a moment, but after a few more rows and a little blocking, no one will ever know it was there. Easy, right? Now, what if you've knitted when you should have purled, or purled when you should have knitted? You look back and see a rogue purl bump in a sea of knit stitches, or a smooth V where a bump should be. This is super common, especially in patterns like ribbing or seed stitch. You don't have to unravel back to the mistake. We can fix it right on the needle. Let's say you purled instead of knitted. Work your way to the column of stitches with a mistake. Carefully drop that single stitch off the needle and let it unravel down to just below the error. Now, use your crochet hook again. Insert it into the front of the loop, and just like we did with the drop stitch, hook the strands and pull them through, one by one. To create a knit stitch, you'll work from the front. To create a purl stitch, you'll bring the hook around to the back of the work to grab the strand. This lets you rebuild the column of stitches correctly. Another frequent issue is knitting too tight or too loose. Inconsistent tension can make your fabric look uneven. If you're a tight knitter, your stitches will be hard to work, and your hands might even hurt. Try to consciously relax your hands and the way you hold your yarn. Using needles made of a slicker material, like metal, can also help the stitches slide more easily. If you're a loose knitter, your fabric might look floppy. You can try wrapping the yarn around your fingers an extra time to create more drag, or switch to a grippier needle material like bamboo or wood. Practice makes perfect, and finding a comfortable way to hold your yarn is key to consistent tension. Finally, what happens when you spot a mistake several rows back and fixing it stitch by stitch is UNT. Practical. It's time to learn how to tink, which is knit spelled backward. Tinking is unknitting one stitch at a time. To do this, insert your left needle into the stitch, asterisk below asterisk, the first stitch on your right needle, from front to back. Then, slide the stitch off the right needle and gently pull the working yarn to unravel it. You're basically reversing the knitting motion. You can tink back as many stitches or rows as you need to reach the mistake. It's slower than frogging, but it's much more controlled and saves you from losing all your work. So, there you have it. Dropped stitches, accidental yarn overs, wrong stitches, tension issues, and mistakes from rows back, all totally fixable. Remember, every knitter makes mistakes. It's all part of the learning process. Being able to fix them is a true knitting superpower. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope these tips help you feel more confident in your knitting. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more knitting tutorials. Happy knitting, and I'll see you in the next video.